So, Democrat Katie Porter is running for governor in California, facing criticism for an interview that went absolutely sideways. All right, we have two clips here. Here is number one, and this is how it started.
What do you say to the 40% of California voters who you'll need in order to win, who voted for Trump?
How would I need them in order to win, man?
Well, unless you think you're going to get 60% of the vote. You think you'll get 60%. Everybody who did not vote for Trump will vote for you. That's what you're saying.
In a general election, yes. If it is me versus a Republican, I think that I will win the people who did not vote for Trump.
What if it's you versus another Democrat?
I don't intend that to be the case.
All right, so, we've reached out for a campaign. We're waiting to hear back. Haven't heard back yet. I want to bring in Martha MacCallum and talk about this. Essentially, she's saying her answer. I mean, the other 40% of you can just go fly a California kite.
Yeah. She says, I don't want all this on camera. Well, we know that it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. And yeah, and all of the other opponents obviously rushing in to say, I do. I want everyone's vote in California. And you look at the polling in California, it's a pretty wide spread. I mean, she's leading, and she mentioned really the thing that has worked most in her favor is that she does have name recognition. But after that, I mean, this is a very widespread field. And Steve Hilton's also in the mix, Antonia Villaraigosa. So she's got a lot of competition in California, I think, as they get closer to this race. And she does not have a reputation for being personable. Let's just, that's about the nicest way that I can say it. Going back to incidents of dumping mashed potatoes on her husband, said she dumped mashed potatoes on his head before they split up. And Dana and I we were all talking before about some of these other incidents.
Yeah, she's considered to be a really bad boss. Politico 2023 reported about how one of her staffers got COVID. She complained that the staffer gave her COVID. There was text messages exchanged, and ultimately the staffer gets fired. But I also think it's interesting that a lot of Democrats complain about the erosion of norms. Okay, and they want to return to norms. And they're talking about free speech. Okay, well, this reporter just basically doing her job. And what Katie Porter tried to do was to end the interview because she didn't like the questions. Watch. Yeah.
Do you think you need any of those 40% of California voters to win? And you're saying, no, you don't.
No, I'm saying I'm going to try to win every vote I can. And what I'm saying to you is that...
Well, to those voters. Okay, so you...
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it. Okay. Thank you.
You're not going to do the interview with us?
Nope, not like this. I'm not. Not with 7 follow-ups to every single question you ask.
Every other candidate has answered.
I don't care.
Follow-ups.
I don't care. I want to have a pleasant, positive conversation in which you ask me about every issue on this list. And if every question you're going to make up a follow-up question, then we're never going to get there.
Ms.
And
Porter.
we're just going to circle around.
I mean, Martha, I watched
up a follow-up question. Yeah, that is not allowed.
On the story, this is what you do. Like, I think about the interviews with, like, Randy Weingarten, and you guys have a spirited exchange, and you have follow-ups that you haven't planned, but you have them because you're a journalist.
Well, absolutely. And also, you have a follow-up question, as you all do, in the great interviews that you do, based on the answer to the question. And it's all about listening to what the answer is. And if you don't listen to what the answer is, you are not going to have a follow-up question. And she kept listening to the answer or the non-answer in this case. And I just love when she goes, well, not if you have 7 follow-ups. I'm not doing that. 7 to 6 is my limit.
6, 7.
No more than 6 follow-ups.
I think they were just sitting too close.
This isn't going to serve her well. This is not going to serve her well.
See you at 3 o'clock.
I will see you guys at 3 o'clock. Thanks for having me.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.